Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. As you know that we are discussing a very important module of linguistics, that is phonetics. And in phonetics, in the previous video, I have told you that the four place of articulation. And in this video, I am going to tell you the remaining 5 place of articulation and see what are they. They are post-alveolar position, Palato alveolar position, palatal, velar, glottal. These are the remaining 5 places of articulation. What are the places of articulation? You must know that the core of the concept. I have told you that there are 2 types of articulators. One is the active articulators, other are the passive articulator. The active articulators actively move from one place and touches the passive articulators. In this way, when at one point, when they are come together at one point, at one place, this is called the place of articulation. If we say that alveolar, it is the articulator. If we say palatal, this is the articulator. If we say velar, this is the articulator. If we say glottal, this is the articulator. And we are discussing the place of articulation. If the position is the post of the alveolar, it is the post-alveolar position. When your active articulator position is the post-alveolar position, some sounds are produced, and these sounds are called the raw sounds in English language. And see, what are the post-alveolar position? Well, your hard palate and the tip of tongue come together. This is the post-alveolar position. And when your post-alveolar position, at the post-alveolar position, your hard palate and the tip of tongue come together. In this way, every human being produces a sound of raw sounds. The next one is the palato alveolar position. When the palatal parts and the alveolar parts come together, in this way, the sound is produced, and these sounds are called the palato alveolar position. This is the place of articulation. And what are they? And if we say the f sounds, if we say the j sound, if we say the sh sound, if we say the j sound, these are the post-alveolar position. And what happens at the post-alveolar position? See, when your hard palates, alveolar, tip of tongue, front of tongue, when any part of your tongue and the hard palate come together, in this way the sound is produced. These are the sound of f, j, sh, j. These are the post-alveolar place of articulation. And when next one is the palatal, you have the articulator, the organ of speech as the palatal, and the palatal and active articulator come together. In this way, some sound are produced, and these sounds are yeah sound. When you produce yet in English language, this is the yet. When you produce yet, and this is the ya sound. And how we can produce the ya sound? When your articulator, hard palates and front of tongue, mostly the front of tongue, come together, and in this way we can produce the ja sound. And the next one is the velar. When the velar and active articulator come together, and both the articulator control or compress the air, and in this way the sound is produced, and this sound is called, the kha sound, the ja sound, the ing sound. This is called the velar, place of articulation. And what is the velar? When your soft palate, back of tongue, when your back of tongue narration is to the position of soft palate, and the sound is produced, this is called 3 sound in English, mostly 3 sound in English. The next one is the glottal. This is the articulators, and this is the place of articulation. What is? We have the only one sound, ha sound. When you produce honor, honesty, or you see the sound of ha, h sound, glottal. When your vocal fold, when your vocal fold suddenly opens and the air comes from the vocal fold, this sound, this is the place of articulation. When you say honor, first you must observe, first your vocal fold held apart and suddenly they closes. And suddenly they opens, and when they open, air comes from the vocal fold abruptly, and when abruptly air comes from the vocal fold, the one sound is produced, this is the ha sound. And I want to tell you that if you want to know more about language and linguistics and even phonetics and phonology, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for more updates about language and linguistics. And if you are not a YouTuber, if you don't watch, if you don't ever watch the YouTube, you only use the Facebook, and you can join our Facebook group and you can pin your issue related to the linguistics. Thank you very much.